Hey guys, this is Kerry, and in this video we're going to be adding some better fonts to our webpage. So right now our webpage looks like this. To add some better fonts, probably the best way to do it is to actually use a group of free fonts that are available online. Google has created an amazing site called Google Fonts. And if you search for that, you can actually access all of these fonts that they've created open source for free. Now what open source means is that they're available for us to use without a copyright violation. So to start off, I want to make my About Me here something fancy, and then maybe the rest of the website I'll do in a plainer format, like a more plain type font. So I've looked through these before, and one that I really like, well, actually, let me just show you how you might find something fancy. You can actually choose a category here. Although the one I want, let's see, I think I want like a display style font, something that will like really pop out. This one's kind of cool. I wasn't thinking to use that one, but it kind of looks like a comic book. Um, let me go with that one. That one caught my eye. All right, so I'm gonna take this one, and I'll select this style. So I just click select this style, and then I click embed. And when I get the embed links, there's two different links. So what I do is I copy this link. Now clearly, if you look at the angle brackets here, this is HTML. So we're going to put this in the HTML section of our document. So this actually is going to go into something called the head of our document. The head of the document contains information that informs how the rest of the page is built, but doesn't actually appear on the page. So right before this closing /head tag here, where the head of the document closes, the head of the document closes, I'm going to copy this from the Google Fonts page, Command C, and then Command V over here. Now it actually is going to give me the font family rule here. This looks like a CSS property and a value. So this is going to go over here. So in my CSS, I'm going to say, well, I wanted the H1 to be this font, so I'm going to make the H1 have copy, let me highlight this, the CSS code, and that's going to have to go inside here because I want to apply this to the H1. So now if we press play, let's see if that works. Yeah, cool, so I've got that nice new font at the top of my web page. Now, in order to apply a different font to the rest of the page, this is what we're going to do. So let me go back here to my Google Fonts. I'm going to go back to the home page in Google Fonts. Let's see. I'm going to find something simple here. I always like Roboto as a simple one. So let me just grab that one since it's right there. So now to select this style, let's see. I like this version of it where it still like kind of appears but not quite. So let me select this style. Let me press embed here. I'm going to grab the link HTML. So what this does is it will link into this Google font page so that it will have access to this font. So I'll paste that in here. And now I'll grab this CSS code, and I can go to my CSS now and, my CSS, and I can put that in, let's say the paragraphs, I could put that. And if I press play, now the paragraphs should be Roboto, which is really cool. But I might want all of my page to be this font. So instead of having to go through and click it for all of them, here's a little shortcut that you can use. If you want to select every element on your page to have the same font, what you can do is you can select the body and then apply to everything on the body this font family. So let's run it now and see if that works. So now everything on the body has this font family, Roboto, which is the simpler font, except the H1 is a little bit more specific. So the way CSS works is because the H1 is a higher level of specificity, and because the H1 comes after body in reading through this document, the font family is changed to the H1. So this is how you set fonts.